You're walking through the woods, minding your own business, when snap, a sharp pain in your calf. You look down and see two distinct puncture marks. The hook. Your heart rate spikes, adrenaline floods your system, but here is the first twist. There's a 25% chance you're going to be totally fine. Snakes don't actually want to waste their ammo on you. Venom is metabolically expensive to make. It takes energy. You're too big to eat, so you're not food, you're a threat. Sometimes the snake fires a blank just to tell you to back off. But let's assume this snake has had a bad day. Let's assume the chamber was loaded. Welcome to the world of biological warfare. The cocktail. First, a quick, actually. If you bite it and you die, it's poison. If it bites you and you die, it's venom. Venom isn't a single chemical. It's a terrifyingly complex smoothie of proteins and enzymes. Why is it so complex? Because snakes don't have hands or knives. They need to digest their food before they even swallow it. When that venom enters your leg, it doesn't think you're a human. It thinks you're a giant mouse, and it starts trying to turn your insides into soup. The delivery system. How does it get in? It depends on the assassin. The switchblades, rattlesnakes and vipers, have hinged fangs that fold back against the roof of their mouth. When they strike, the fangs swing forward 90 degrees like a switchblade. The fixed needles, cobras and mambas. Their fangs are shorter and fixed in place. They have to bite and hold on to chew the venom in. Once injected, the venom rarely goes into a vein, unless you're extremely unlucky. It goes into the fatty tissue. From there, it hitches a ride on your lymphatic system, your body's drainage network. This is why you shouldn't run. Your lymph system doesn't have a pump like the heart. It moves when you move your muscles. If you panic and run, you're manually pumping the venom towards your heart. The 3 types of venom. Depending on the snake, your next few hours will look very different. Let's look at the big 3 categories of venom. The hemotoxins, the soup makers. Culprits, rattlesnakes, vipers. The science, these target the blood. They contain metalloproteinases, enzymes that chop up the proteins holding your blood vessel walls together. The result? You start bleeding internally. Simultaneously, the venom might trigger rapid clotting, turning your blood into strawberry jam inside your veins, causing strokes and heart attacks. It's a chaotic mix of too much bleeding and too much clotting. The neurotoxins, the light switch. Culprits, cobras, black mambas, coral snakes. The science, these are cleaner, faster, and scarier. They ignore the blood and target the synaptic clefts, the gap between your nerves and your muscles. The result? Your brain says, move arm, but the signal hits a wall. First, your eyelids droop, ptosis. Then you can't swallow. Finally, the signal to your diaphragm stops. You don't die of pain. You die because you simply forget how to breathe. The cytotoxins, the melters. Culprits, puff adders, spitting cobras. The science, these toxins kill cells on contact, necrosis. The result, the tissue around the bite turns black and dies. Even if you survive, you might lose the limb because the muscle has effectively been chemically digested. The cure. So, you've been bitten. You're at the hospital. How do we stop the cocktail? We need antivenom. Making this stuff is medieval. Brave scientists milk the venom from the snake. Then they dilute it and inject small amounts into a horse or a sheep. The horse's immune system creates antibodies to fight the venom. We harvest the horse's blood, separate the plasma, and inject that into you. It works by binding to the venom molecules, making them too big to interact with your cells. But here's the catch. You're technically injecting horse proteins into your body. This can cause serum sickness or anaphylactic shock. Doctors have to balance saving you from the snake versus saving you from the cure. Survival and myths. Before we go, let's save your life by debunking Hollywood. Don't suck the wound. You'll just introduce bacteria to the wound and get venom in your mouth. Don't use a tourniquet. Trapping the venom in one spot concentrates the damage and guarantees you lose that arm. Let it dilute. Don't use ice. It can make the tissue damage worse. The real advice is stay calm. Keep the bite below heart level and get to a hospital. Modern medicine is amazing. If you can get treated in time, your odds of survival are incredibly high. Snakes aren't monsters. They're just chemistry teachers with fangs. Give them space, and they'll give you the same. If you enjoyed this toxic tour, strike that like button and subscribe for more biology breakdowns.